am, yet again, living my best magpie life and compiling my favorite shiny things of the latest period. Hi friends, hi. My name is Mia and this is My Virtual Vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. No criticism today though. I know we all love me dragging things, but not today. Sorry, today we are talking about my latest makeup favorites. I don't usually do monthly favorites and whatever. I just do them seasonally because I do feel that I have to use a product for more than a month and consistently in several different ways for it to become one of my favorites. Let's get started. So I'll start with the most recent product, and that is the Huda Beauty Nude Light Palette. This is what she looks like on the inside. I'm not going to lie, lately I've been loving neutrals. I know, who am I don't care. Neutrals are beautiful, especially when done well. And this is such a beautifully curated palette. I've loved using these two shades together for a two-toned eye look. I've loved using this one with like a yellow in the crease. I've loved using these browns over here with this. Also, this brown with this purple looks beautiful and it's a really nice color contrast. I could do without this shade over here. I literally do not give one single fuck about this shade. Honestly, this palette is so cohesive and the formula is so nice, and I love the shimmers, the mattes blend themselves. I really can't fault it for anything. If you're the kind of person that doesn't have many neutrals in the collection like I do, I think this would be a good addition to your collection. I don't have any other eyeshadow palette faves because I've mostly just been dipping through every palette that I have for different colors, different finishes. I don't feel that I've used and abused one palette except this one, which I've just used non-stop since I got it. I did love some singles in particular though. So I've got two Devinah Cosmetics singles and then one Beauty Escape Cosmetics one. I'll start with the Beauty Escape Cosmetics one. This is in Demogorgon and it is a beautiful multi-toned color. I'll pop up some looks that I did with it on my Instagram. This is just so dark and inviting and multi-layered. It is just so gorgeous. Let me swatch it for you guys real quick. So this is it without any primer or glitter glue. It does look much more intense and much deeper with a more reflective sheen if you use it over a glitter glue. I prefer using it over a glitter glue because I really like the duochrome contrast in it. I've got two Devinah shadows and these are their Everlasting Gobstoppers, and I've got the blue one and the pink one. I don't remember the names, but I'll put them back. So as you can see, the blue one is purple to blue and then the pink one is pink to greenish gold. And I do feel this is a beautiful formula, both used on their own as standalone lid shades with whatever you want to throw in the crease and as toppers. I feel that their base is soft enough that you can use them as toppers and transform any look that you want to have. So these are absolutely beautiful. I have to thank my beautiful friend Emily for these. We did a makeup exchange. I sent her some Romanian makeup. She sent me stuff that I have to pay an arm and a leg in shipping for. So I'm really grateful because these have become some of my favorites really quickly. More powder products. We have the Manny MUA Lunar Beauty Highlighter, and this one is in a Mercury. Like the packaging though, it fits all of my aesthetics. I waited months and months and months to get this because I wasn't sure if I wanted to invest just because the packaging is pretty. This is the inside and it does look like a very strong gold initially, but if you buff it out with a fluffy highlighter brush, it does look much more subtle. So this is it swatched. I'll also have a full face of reviews up soon where you can see this one in action, but it really is one of my favorite golden highlighters in my collection because once you sheer it out, as I mentioned, it doesn't look wham stripe of gold. It just looks like I'm a goddess. Like, I have the sun in my veins, like there's just pools of sunlight underneath my skin, like there's just fire burning inside of me, and I feel like the chosen one in a young adult novel, and I want all of the makeup that I have to make me feel like this. I also have another highlighter, and this is the Colourpop Flexitarian, which you've probably heard a lot about if you're into beauty YouTube. This one was gifted to me by my good friend Maddie. She came to visit Romania. We had such a blast. Oh, I wish she would live here because she's so much fun. We spoke for hours and didn't get bored. So this is how it looks like. This is strong. This is so reflective. This is so mirror-like. I don't apply it with a brush because I feel that with a brush, it can get a lot really quickly. I apply it with, you know, my finger, put it directly on the cheek, and I don't even swipe. I just tap, 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 blend. Then if I need a bit more sheen, tap, 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 blend again until I get the desired result. So this one I build up, but I just love the texture. And I love how easy to control it is. It can go from natural sheen, okay, maybe not so natural, but like close to natural sheen into wham, blinding. I really love this one when I'm on my 5 a.m. shift because I look for products that I can apply a lot with my fingers, and this is it. Speaking of Colourpop, I forgot to mention one other eyeshadow fave, and this one is in Ritz. I bought this because of Mariah Leonard. She described this as a watery wet sheen. I would disagree. This one, I feel that in real life, this is it swatched. I feel that this one is in real life, you can tell that it's a glittery sheen. Like, it doesn't have such soft particles of shimmer that you wouldn't figure out that your eye isn't wet. I feel that something similar to this, but more subtle, is Nabla Water Dream. But I do love this. This goes well with any color. It goes well on its own. I just love using this for one and done looks, and I'm so happy. You know, anything that I bought because of Mariah Leonard, she never steered me wrong. It always works. I've got a blush that is one of my favorites. This is the Zoeva blush, and this one is in Moonlight. And this is how it looks like. This is such a beautiful, it's not warm, it's not cold, it's smack in the middle. For my skin tone, it looks like a perfectly beautiful, natural flush. Like, not English rose, but maybe getting there. Like, maybe, demure English princess kind of thing. This is how it looks like swatched. Yeah, my hand is getting very colorful, but this is how it looks like swatched, and I love that it is so easy to apply. It blends into my skin tone immediately. I'm not sure how it would work on other skin tones. I feel that if you get darker than a medium, maybe it won't work for you. The other shades in the same formula, like this one is shimmery and glowy, but it's not obviously shimmery and it's not glittery. I feel the other shades in the same formula were a glitter fest. So the only one I really recommend is this one. The other ones I swatched in stores and I was like, yeah, nah. If I want glitter on my cheeks, I want it to be deliberate. I don't want it to be from the blush. I want it to apply it because I want to apply it. Another blush that I've been really loving is the Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk. I need to do a review of Glossier eventually, but I keep postponing it because I suck. It looks like swatched, and I sheer it out a lot. You need to use very, very little product with these cloud paints because it can get too much really quickly. I apply it with my fingers, sheer it out really, really well, and it just looks like I got a bit of sun, like I'm healthier, like I'm not the color of uncooked chicken, like I'm not Casper, the Caucasian ghost. A primer that I've been really enjoying is the Catrice TenSational primer. Now this says it does a lot of things. I'm going to spare you the details of what it claims it does. I'll tell you directly what it does for me. It makes everything just a little bit smoother. It's not pore filling, but my pores are just a little bit blurred out. it helps with the longevity of my makeup. I've noticed that my foundations do hold better if I wear this underneath it. Overall, I feel that it's really nice. I like the formula, I like what it does. It's a really inexpensive drugstore product, so I recommend it. Another primer that I've been really liking is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. I feel that I've mentioned this before, but I don't remember when. I bought this because of Hannah Louise Poston, and this is just so blurring. So blurring. Like, pores, we don't know them, we've never seen them. What are pores? What is that piece of anatomy you're speaking of? Blurs. Done. Erases everything. The thing that I have to be careful with this is that it is very thick. It's like dummy thick. Very creamy. A little goes a long way, and if I'm not careful and if I use too much, it does tend to pile up under foundation. But if I use just the perfect amount, my god, I look airbrushed. Powder that I've been really liking is the Revlon Candid powder. I told myself I would never buy another powder because I had one loose powder. I had the Nabla close-up, but you know, I was so curious about this and it was on sale, so I figured, yeah, why the hell not? You know, it's not like I have an excess of powder lying around. I don't have a powder buying problem. It is not my makeup vice, if you want to call it that, and it replaced the Nabla close-up in my favorites. This is so smoothing, so nice. You can use it under the eyes, you can use it on your face. It doesn't cake, it doesn't settle into fine lines, it doesn't make me look dry. It just keeps me nice and matte and just beautiful. It's beautiful. It blurs a little even. And on the under eyes, it's absolutely gorgeous. I've not used this one under the under eyes today, but just beautiful, just beautiful. The hype was worth it with this line. Two more makeup things, and then we're talking tools, and I'm done. I've been really enjoying Kiko pencils. And the one I want to talk about is the Kiko Creamy Color Comfort Lip Liner, and I have multiple shades, but this one is in 307. This is what I'm wearing on my lips. These are beautiful. These are so creamy, comfortably matte. Like, you know, me and matte lips, we're not friends. I'm a dry bitch. It hurts. But these ones are so comfortable to wear, so long lasting, minimal transfer. It does happen, but minimal transfer overall. Beautiful colors. Best lip pencil I've ever tried aside from the Neve Cosmetics ones. Then for an eye pencil, this is the Kiko Everlasting Kajal, and this is in the 01 Black. I like this because the formula is creamy enough that I don't have to tug at my eyelids. It just deposits pigment evenly, but it also isn't too creamy, so the line doesn't get too thick unless I want it to. I can easily draw a fine tip with this as I would a liquid liner, and again, it also helps that I have drawing experience, so it's easy for me to just change up the pressure. But this is really easy to use and really comfortable, and it does stay a long time, so I really like it. There are two brushes that I want to talk about today. YouTube made me buy this as well. This is the Real Techniques setting brush, and I bought this because of Shelby Wilson. She said this is a very multitasking tool, and I do agree. I put this to the test. It's good for eye looks, it's good for blush, it's good for highlighter, it's good for setting under my eyes, it's good for setting this little area over here. I also set the side of the nose with it. It is really such a great brush, such a great multitasker. If I can find a video where she actually put this to the test and showed how great it is to use, I'll link it somewhere up here or down there, whatever. This brush, this is the Zoeva 104 Buffer. This has converted me. I used to be a Philistine that would never use foundation brushes. I used a couple. I used a no brand one, I used a Wet n Wild one. I did not like the finish. It looked cakey, awful, streaky, and I figured, you know, maybe it's my skin type. Maybe I'm such a dry bitch that it doesn't work on me, or maybe it's the foundations that I'm using. So, you know, I gave up on foundation brushes for a while. And then on a whim, I figured, okay, let's Google top 10 foundation brushes. I'm not going to let myself be beat up by this. I want to be proficient with every tool. And this one was at the top. This one was mentioned on multiple sites by multiple YouTubers as being one of the greatest foundation brushes. And you know what? It's true. I rarely use a beauty blender now anymore. I use this. I love this so much. It makes the product sink into the skin so beautifully. It's just, oh, I don't know how to describe it. It just makes everything look so nice, like nicer than with a beauty blender. I can't fault it for anything. It's a bit pricey, according to my budget for what I like to give on makeup tools, but it's so worth it, and it's probably gonna last me years and years and years. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful evening, a morning, second breakfast, whatever it is where you're from. Bye!